Nicole Kidman, the Oscar-winning actress whose name alone commands attention, was recently spotted stepping into 2026 with her daughters, Faith Margaret and Sunday Rose, and the sight instantly sent fans into a frenzy. For the first time since her divorce from Keith Urban, Nicole was out in public, walking through an airport with a confidence and style that seemed to say, "I've got this." But there was more than just fashion at play here. Every detail hinted at a woman reclaiming her life on her own terms. As the cameras snapped, Nicole appeared radiant. At 58, she carried herself with the poise of a seasoned star, wearing light khaki pants paired with a sleek black top and a matching jacket. Sneakers grounded the look, blending casual ease with effortless glamour, while a black Chanel travel bag swung from her arm. Dark sunglasses concealed her eyes, adding just the right touch of mystery. Her daughters weren't far behind, and the trio seemed almost choreographed in their movement, a quiet testament to a strong family bond. Sunday Rose, 17, mirrored her mother's chic style almost exactly. In denim jeans rather than khakis, she paired her black jacket and top with sneakers and a black travel bag, echoing Nicole's fashion choices but in a youthful, slightly rebellious twist. Faith, 14, opted for something entirely her own, a white peplum top with black polka dots and light-washed denim jeans. It was a contrast that spoke volumes. Faith was finding her own voice, while Sunday reflected the elegance and composure of her famous mother. But style was only part of the story. What truly captivated onlookers was Nicole's mood. Her smile was wide, genuine, and seemingly effortless, a stark contrast to the turmoil fans knew she had endured in the previous year. Just months ago, Nicole had filed for divorce after almost 20 years of marriage, and yet here she was, walking through the airport with her daughters, seemingly unbothered by the past. Every step, every glance, exuded a quiet resilience, as if to say that while life had thrown her curveballs, she was determined to meet the future head-on. And the daughter's presence was more than just supportive, it was symbolic. The way Sunday mimicked her mother's outfit, the way Faith carved her own space, and the way both girls stayed close to Nicole spoke volumes about the family's evolving dynamic. They weren't just walking through an airport, they were stepping into a new chapter together. It was a snapshot of unity, strength, and the subtle power of moving forward with dignity. Yet, there was a subtle intrigue. While Nicole appeared poised, the cameras caught the hints of her journey, the effort to navigate life after divorce, the balancing act of motherhood under the public eye, and the unspoken story of rebuilding personal happiness. And for fans watching, it was impossible not to wonder, beyond the smiles and matching outfits, what was really going on in Nicole's world as she began this new year. What was clear, though, is that Nicole Kidman had stepped into 2026 with her daughters not just by her side, but as her anchor. And that New Year airport sighting wasn't just a public appearance, it was a statement. A declaration that life, style, and family can move forward, even after heartbreak. But that wasn't the whole story. What brought her to this moment of composure and style? That's where the past year's struggles and the divorce saga begin to unfold, and it's a story that fans can't help but watch closely. Just months before that striking airport appearance, Nicole Kidman's life had been anything but serene. In September 2025, the Hollywood icon officially filed for divorce from country music superstar Keith Urban, ending nearly 20 years of marriage. For fans, the news was shocking, yet insiders revealed that the decision wasn't impulsive. Nicole had been fighting to save the relationship, clinging to the hope that the bond she shared with Keith could survive the strains of fame, distance, and life's unpredictable challenges. According to sources, Nicole had been fully invested in preserving their marriage until the final moments. Friends close to the family shared that she had poured her heart into keeping things together, attending couples therapy sessions and making personal sacrifices, but ultimately recognized that love sometimes requires letting go. This nuance painted a picture of a woman who, while immensely glamorous and strong on the outside, had endured profound emotional struggle behind the scenes. The divorce marked the end of what had seemed like a fairy tale Hollywood marriage. Nicole and Keith had been a powerhouse couple, admired for blending two intensely public lives while raising 3 children, Faith, Sunday Rose, and from her previous marriage, Nicole's eldest children Isabella and Connor Cruz. While their relationship had often appeared picture-perfect in public, the reality behind closed doors was far more complex, shaped by touring schedules, long filming hours, and the relentless demands of fame. Nicole's courage during this period stood out, especially considering the weight of public scrutiny. In Hollywood, divorces rarely happen quietly, and when they involve celebrities of Nicole and Keith's caliber, Every detail is dissected. Yet, Nicole handled the situation with the poise fans had come to expect, subtle yet commanding. She didn't rely on social media rants or public confrontations. Instead, she focused on her daughters and family, keeping the narrative grounded in love, care, and resilience. Insiders revealed that Keith, often traveling for tours and filming commitments, had been less present during the later stages of their marriage. Nicole, meanwhile, had been the constant, attending school events, helping with homework, and maintaining the day-to-day stability for their daughters. It was this unwavering dedication that seemed to cement her daughters' loyalty in the aftermath of the split. They witnessed firsthand her commitment, not just as a mother but as a partner striving to hold a family together against overwhelming odds. But even amid heartbreak, Nicole's story wasn't defined by loss, it was defined by strength and self-discovery. Choosing to step away from a nearly 2-decade-long marriage was not just a legal act. It was an emotional journey, a reclamation of agency and personal happiness. Every decision, every step forward, was a testament to her resilience. Fans couldn't help but wonder how this divorce would shape her next chapter, both personally and professionally. By the time she was photographed at the airport with her daughters, the public could see the results of that journey. Nicole's bright smile, confident posture, and composed demeanor were not just signs of style, they were the visible markers of someone who had endured, adapted, and emerged stronger. Yet the question lingered: what role did her family, and particularly her daughters, play in helping her navigate this emotional storm? That's where the story takes another compelling turn. In the aftermath of the divorce, Nicole Kidman didn't face the upheaval alone. Behind every poised smile and graceful step, there was a network of support quietly holding her up, and at the center of that support was her family. Insiders revealed that Nicole's sister, Antonia Kidman, had been an unwavering rock during the emotional storm. Known for her close bond with Nicole, Antonia provided more than just advice. She offered companionship, guidance, and a safe space to process the intense emotions that come with ending a 2-decade-long marriage. Of the Kidman family, as a whole, rallied around Nicole in ways that went beyond casual encouragement. Friends and sources close to the family described gatherings filled with quiet strength, conversations deep into the night, and small but significant acts of love. The collective effort was simple yet powerful: show up, listen, and remind Nicole that she wasn't navigating this alone. It was a demonstration of family resilience, and for Nicole, it proved invaluable in a period when public attention was relentless and private struggles were magnified. But it wasn't just her extended family providing support, her daughters were her anchor. Faith, Margaret and Sunday Rose, at 14 and 17, had always been close to their mother, but the divorce seemed to deepen that bond. According to insiders, both girls became more actively supportive, not out of obligation, but out of genuine admiration and love. They loved their dad, one source revealed, but Nicole's been the constant. She's been there for every school event, every bedtime, every moment that counts. Their loyalty wasn't just about family duty. It was about witnessing their mother's unwavering commitment and drawing strength from her example. The trio's bond was visible in everyday moments. From shared meals to Instagram snapshots capturing quiet celebrations, Nicole's daughters stood beside her in both public appearances and private life. Sunday Rose, often mirroring her mother's chic style, became a symbol of alignment and solidarity, while Faith's distinct personality showed that individuality thrived even within family unity. Together, they represented a balanced dynamic, one of comfort, reassurance, and mutual growth. Nicole's ability to lean on her family didn't just help her emotionally, it also reinforced her public persona. Fans could see the subtle signs of support: the way the girls walked closely beside her at the airport, how they shared laughter, or how Nicole's confident demeanor seemed bolstered by their presence. It was a reminder that even in Hollywood, where fame often isolates, genuine family bonds could provide stability, grounding, and resilience. Yet this support network did more than soften the blow of divorce, it helped Nicole rediscover herself. With her sister and daughters by her side, she could focus on personal growth, career choices, and reclaiming moments that once might have been overshadowed by marital struggles. Each smile, each shared glance with her daughters, carried layers of meaning: the silent acknowledgement of challenges overcome, and the hope for a future crafted on her own terms. This strong familial foundation would become the bedrock for Nicole's next chapter, setting the stage for her to step into 2026 not as someone recovering from heartbreak, but as a woman empowered by love, loyalty, and unwavering support. But even with this incredible network, questions lingered. How would her daughters navigate life with both parents in the picture? And what role would Keith Urban play from afar? The answers would slowly unfold, revealing a complex dynamic full of emotion, loyalty, and subtle drama. Nicole Kidman's divorce taught her anything, it was the quiet power of family, and no one embodied that more than her daughters, Faith, Margaret, and Sunday Rose. While the public often speculates about the dynamics between celebrity parents and their children after a split, Nicole's girls have consistently demonstrated a rare, heartfelt loyalty that goes beyond headlines or Instagram posts. In the past year, the bond between mother and daughters appeared to grow stronger than ever, showing the world that true support doesn't always need words. Sometimes, it's visible in the smallest of gestures. Faith, the younger of the two at 14, has been described by insiders as independent, thoughtful, and fiercely protective of her mother. Her unique sense of style, like the polka-dotted white peplum top she was recently spotted wearing, signals a young girl carving out her identity while remaining deeply connected to her family. Faith's loyalty is less about mirroring her mother and more about presence. She's there for Nicole in ways that aren't flashy, attending school events, supporting routines, and quietly standing beside her during public outings. This silent, steadfast support often goes unnoticed by the casual observer, but it forms a critical layer of Nicole's post-divorce stability. Sunday Rose, at 17, embodies a slightly different, more outwardly expressive form of loyalty. Her tendency to match her mother's chic, coordinated airport outfits might seem like a fashion choice, but it's also a subtle expression of solidarity. The mirrored style isn't just about clothing, it's a visual statement of alignment, a shared identity between mother and daughter. Sunday Rose's presence is a reminder that Nicole is never truly alone. Her daughter's confidence, humor, and elegance reflect the values and poise Nicole has cultivated over the years. Together, Faith and Sunday Rose represent both the foundation and the reflection of their mother's strength. The girls' role in Nicole's life extends beyond mere companionship. According to sources, the daughters have become active participants in helping Nicole navigate her new chapter. Whether it's offering emotional reassurance during tough times or simply sharing in everyday joys like celebrating New Year's Eve with fireworks, Faith and Sunday Rose provide a sense of normalcy amidst the chaos of fame and public scrutiny. One insider revealed, they love their dad, but Nicole's been the constant. She's been there for every school event, every bedtime, every small but meaningful moment. That consistency is what the girls admire most. Yet, the daughters' loyalty isn't without nuance. While they maintain love and respect for Keith Urban, they clearly recognize and appreciate Nicole's role as the anchor in their lives. This balance, honoring both parents while gravitating toward the stability and care Nicole provides, creates a dynamic filled with subtle tension, emotional depth, and growth. It's a glimpse into a family adapting to new circumstances while keeping love and support at the forefront. As Nicole walks into 2026 with Faith and Sunday Rose by her side, the public sees a family not fractured by divorce, but strengthened by it. Every glance, every laugh, every coordinated outfit is a testament to their bond. And while the world may focus on the headline of a celebrity divorce, the real story lies in these quiet moments of loyalty, trust, and connection, the invisible threads holding Nicole and her daughters together. But the story doesn't end here. As Nicole embraces her single life, her journey of moving on and finding joy in new experiences begins to unfold, giving fans a glimpse of how this mother-daughter trio will navigate the future. Nicole Kidman stepping into 2026 wasn't just a physical movement through an airport, it was a statement about her life, her choices, and the subtle power of moving forward. The actress, who has long captivated audiences with her on-screen performances, also knows the spotlight of real life can be relentless. After ending nearly 20 years of marriage with Keith Urban, Nicole's fans have watched closely, wondering how she would embrace this new chapter. And if recent Instagram posts are any indication, she's approaching it with grace, warmth, and a touch of celebratory energy. One image, in particular, captured hearts worldwide: Nicole, with Faith, Margaret and Sunday Rose, watching New Year's Eve fireworks. The post was simple, yet powerful, radiating both joy and reflection. The caption read, "Looking forward into 2026 XX. A few words, but they carried weight. Nicole wasn't just acknowledging the start of a new calendar year, she was signaling a fresh start for herself and her daughters. Every smile in that photograph, every glance shared between mother and daughters, reflected a quiet victory over the emotional challenges of the past year. Social media, often criticized for its curated perfection, in this case served as a window into Nicole's authentic experience. Fans saw the playful interactions with her daughters, the subtle laughter, and the pride she exuded as she shared this milestone with them. Sunday Rose's mirrored outfit choice, Faith's bright energy, and Nicole's radiant demeanor combined to create a visual story, one of resilience, love, and intentional moving forward. It was a reminder that, even in the midst of change, family can provide both comfort and a sense of celebration. This post also offered insight into Nicole's evolving personal narrative. While Keith Urban remains an important part of their daughters' lives, Nicole's consistent presence, attending school events, supporting bedtime routines, and sharing everyday moments has cemented her as the anchor. Fans and insiders alike noticed the shift. Her daughters were more publicly aligned with her, not as a political statement, but as a reflection of their lived experience. It's a subtle yet significant detail, one that underscores Nicole's ability to maintain stability and nurture familial bonds, even while navigating life as a single mother. Beyond family, the post suggested Nicole's openness to embracing her personal freedom. The careful balance between joy and reflection, fun and responsibility, illustrates a woman consciously choosing her path. She's celebrating achievements, cherishing small moments, and embracing the emotional growth that comes from resilience. The Instagram post was more than a snapshot, it was a narrative device, a way for Nicole to share her story with millions of followers without saying a word directly. Every comment, like, and share became a part of the ongoing conversation about her journey, and fans eagerly awaited each glimpse into this next chapter. As the fireworks lit up the sky behind them, the image captured more than just a New Year's celebration. It symbolized hope, renewal, and the strength of a family bound by love and loyalty. Nicole Kidman wasn't just moving on, she was moving forward, thoughtfully, intentionally, and with the support of her daughters guiding every step. And while 2026 is just beginning, one thing is clear: this is a woman who has learned to transform heartbreak into a canvas for resilience, joy, and connection, leaving fans to wonder what new adventures await her next. But Nicole's story doesn't stop with social media celebrations. Her journey is also shaped by the experiences of the past, including the lessons of earlier relationships, which have influenced how she approaches life today. Nicole Kidman's journey through love and heartbreak didn't start or end with Keith Urban. Before her nearly 20-year marriage to the country music superstar, Nicole navigated the high-profile world of Hollywood romance with her first husband, Tom Cruise. Married in 1990, the union lasted a decade, producing 2 children, Isabella, now 33, and Connor, 30. This earlier chapter in Nicole's life offers a lens into the resilience and self-awareness she brings to her current experiences. While the Cruise marriage ended amidst intense media scrutiny, it shaped her understanding of relationships, fame, and the delicate balance between personal happiness and public expectation. Unlike many celebrities, Nicole has always maintained a sense of privacy and dignity, even through tumultuous times. Her marriage to Tom Cruise was highly publicized, with tabloids and paparazzi chronicling every move, yet she managed to preserve her children's stability and shield them from the worst of the spotlight. The experience taught her the importance of emotional presence and consistency, lessons she seems to carry forward in her relationship with Faith and Sunday Rose. Even now, as she navigates life post-divorce with Keith Urban, those early lessons remain evident in her composure, poise, and deliberate approach to motherhood. Nicole's past also illustrates her capacity for growth and self-reinvention. While both marriages ended, each chapter contributed to her understanding of what she truly values: family, stability, and emotional honesty. With Tom Cruise, Nicole learned the challenges of maintaining individuality within a high-profile partnership. With Keith Urban, she faced the realities of balancing career, travel, and raising children amidst fame's demands. The culmination of these experiences has molded her into a woman who now navigates life with intentionality, aware of both the joys and potential pitfalls of relationships. It's important to note the role her past played in shaping her daughters' perspectives. Isabella and Connor, from her marriage to Tom Cruise, were already adults by the time Faith and Sunday Rose were navigating their teenage years. Watching Nicole manage both public scrutiny and private challenges has likely given all her children an example of strength, resilience, and the importance of family loyalty. The continuity of Nicole's presence, consistent, loving, and attentive, has set a standard that resonates deeply with her younger daughters, reinforcing their admiration and support for her during the post-divorce period with Keith Urban. Reflecting on her past, it becomes clear that Nicole Kidman's life has been a series of carefully navigated challenges. Every heartbreak, every decision, and every public scrutiny moment has contributed to the poised, confident woman who now steps into 2026. Her ability to maintain dignity, nurture family, and embrace life's new chapters showcases not only her personal strength but also a remarkable emotional intelligence that fans rarely see in full. As Nicole continues to ring in the new year with her daughters by her side, the lessons of the past remain quietly powerful. They inform her choices, her style, her interactions, and most importantly, her resilience. Each relationship, each chapter, has prepared her for this moment, a fresh start, fully supported by family, ready to embrace whatever the future holds. And as fans watch this journey unfold, one question lingers: what new adventures, successes, and joys will Nicole carve out in 2026 and beyond? As the fireworks faded and 2026 officially began, Nicole Kidman stood at the threshold of a new chapter, not just as a mother, not just as a Hollywood icon, but as a woman who had faced heartbreak, public scrutiny, and the intricate challenges of fame with grace and resilience. The journey that brought her here wasn't simple. From her early marriage to Tom Cruise, which taught lessons about privacy, individuality, and balancing life in the spotlight, to her nearly two-decade-long marriage with Keith Urban, where love, distance, and career pressures tested the boundaries of even the strongest partnerships, Nicole has navigated life's twists and turns with remarkable poise. What stands out most in her story is the unwavering bond with her daughters, Faith, Margaret, and Sunday Rose. In the wake of the divorce, the girls became more than children in her life. They became her anchor, her support system, and her reminder that love can thrive in forms beyond romantic relationships. Their loyalty, mirrored outfits, shared smiles, and quiet moments together all send a subtle but powerful message. Family, in its truest sense, is about presence, care, and shared resilience. These moments, captured in airports, on Instagram, and during private celebrations, reflect a unity that is as visually striking as it is emotionally profound. Nicole's ability to move forward also reflects the foundation built by her extended family, especially her sister Antonia and the broader Kidman clan. The emotional support, companionship, and guidance she received during the most challenging moments of her divorce have underscored the importance of having a strong, loving network. For fans, this serves as a reminder that even the most glamorous lives are strengthened by the quiet pillars of family and friendship, and that resilience is often cultivated behind the scenes, away from the public eye. Her social media glimpses, from New Year's Eve celebrations with fireworks to candid photos with her daughters, reveal more than a celebratory mood. They tell a story of intentional living, of a woman reclaiming her narrative and shaping her personal life with agency, confidence, and joy. Nicole isn't simply moving on from the past. She's crafting a present and future that reflect her values, her love for her children, and her commitment to embracing life fully. Every post, every public sighting, and every interaction hints at a woman who has transformed heartbreak into strength, loss into learning, and transition into opportunity. And yet, the story leaves a sense of anticipation. Nicole Kidman's journey is far from complete. With her daughters as her companions, her family as her support, and her resilience as her guide, the possibilities for 2026 and beyond are endless. Fans are left to wonder, will new projects, personal adventures, or even subtle changes in her personal life define this next chapter? One thing is clear: Nicole's story isn't defined by past marriages or public attention. It's defined by her strength, her family, and her unwavering ability to move forward with grace and dignity. In the end, Nicole Kidman stepping into 2026 isn't just about a new year. It's about the celebration of survival, growth, and love in its most authentic forms. It's about showing the world and herself that life after heartbreak can be radiant, confident, and filled with possibility. As we watch her journey unfold, one thought lingers: this is only the beginning of an extraordinary new chapter, and Nicole Kidman is ready to embrace every moment.